Podcast starts at 19 seconds.
Welcome to Fifth Description, a Black Men's podcast where various black men come together to talk about life, society, entertainment, culture, news, and whatever else we want to talk about from various black men's perspectives. I'm your host, G, and today we got Keith.
What up?
And we got B.
What up, y'all?
And we're probably going to have some more people join in later. With that being said, make sure on your way in to hit that subscribe or follow button, depending on your platform. Make sure to hit that like button. Make sure to check out all the different audio platforms. All the links will be down below. Check out Fit the Description over there on YouTube for our clips. Like I said before, we also have an Instagram. Still got to work on it, but if you want to check that out, it's opinion_peace_network. And with that being said, let's go ahead and get started.
Now, I got a question. Now, going back to why they keep making remakes, do you think us millennials and Gen Xers, we're literally the only one buying this stuff right now?
I mean,
That's why they keep pandering to us.
What? Wait, what? Whoa! What the fuck you mean they're pandering? They ain't pandering to us.
I mean, not pandering, but no, they're using nostalgia as the titles of the shows, right? To draw us in to want to keep buying from them.
Yeah, no, I don't think they're doing a good job at that. They're not doing a good job at that.
I mean, they don't have to, because they can
just
keep using the name.
They're not doing a good job for you. Doesn't mean it's not.
No. Well, okay, it depends on what we're talking about. But I know the movies that I generally want to watch. Yeah, no, they're not doing well at all. They keep bombing. Now, yes, I do agree. I do agree. Answering B's question, I do agree when it comes to the nostalgia. Yeah, they're using nostalgia to get you into films and stuff because they're trying to make money, but it's not working because you lost the trust of your audience again, depending on what genre movie that you're talking about. Because yeah, the movies ain't sound like they used to. But yeah, they had to do nostalgia and stuff because from my understanding and from the research and the stuff I've heard, Hollywood isn't doing well. So they gotta do what they can to get people in these theaters to watch these movies.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Okay, like you said, right? They don't really have to do a good job because they just know that we're just going to keep buying and keep running in and even though we don't like it, but they're kind of relying on they're relying on us to say something, and they're still getting in. A conversation is still going, regardless if it's good and bad.
Well, the problem is, yeah, no, they may be having a conversation. The problem is all that crap they've been doing is starting to catch up now. And that's why like people aren't just going to go out and see the next big there. They're going to listen to their favorite YouTuber or listen to their trusted review source before they go watch it now. You're not just going to get those audience that's excited. This is why, what movie was it? Oh, there was a movie, what was it? Star Wars was like that, where they brought up a lot of Star Wars, and those movies ain't doing well because they lost the trust of their fan base. So nobody's just going to rush out and go see a Star Wars movie anymore. Even if people say it's good, they're not putting the numbers nowhere near like they used to.
Yeah.
And they gotta do like funny and feel good and stuff. I mean, think about it. Go look at most of these rating sites. They're not like what you call like YouTube. They got rid of the rating system.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, not YouTube. I mean, they did, but I mean, my fault. I meant Netflix. Netflix used to have a place where like
that's not entirely true though. Because like if you go on like Rotten Tomatoes and IDB, like they falsify these ratings because certain get watched and make millions of dollars. Like Sinners, I'll be the first one to be like, Sinners was not that good of a movie. It was all right, but I'm not gonna sit here and say, oh, it was as good as they made it out to be. Like there's a lot of movies that do good. Dune is hella good. What else done dropped that's pretty good that won an award. There's a lot of movies in 2025 that are doing good. So who's saying that Movies aren't doing that good.
They're not doing as good as they used to. They're not reaching the numbers like they used to.
But what does that mean? If you make double what you paid to make the movie, that's still good. Like, yes, okay, certain movies aren't doing good, but you can't say all movies.
No, if you go back, if you compare to like what the movies.
Okay, but you're comparing a time where you technically had to go to the movie theaters to go see this movie, or it was gonna take a year to come out on DVD and 4 years to come out on TV.
Oh, God, I remember those times.
Now. It doesn't do that now. You can't compare that to now, where somebody would go watch Titanic 13 times because it was the only way that they was going to go see this movie. Like, you can go online and watch this movie at your home on a 4K TV. You can't compare movies. Like, you really just have to be more of a theater buff. Like, I want to go to the theater. It's not the movies that are shit. I've seen some pretty good films, but is it worth me going to go sit at the movie theaters to go watch it? No.
Yeah. That has definitely changed over the years. If I were all the movies, most of the movies I've watched has been at home. I haven't had the urgency to just want to go out and go to the movie theater and just sit there and watch it.
From like I said, something came out that said Madam Web, because now that's on Netflix, is actually doing way better than what it did in the theaters.
Yeah, because you already have Disney Plus and you can sit at your crib and watch that shit. Yeah, a lot of films are. That's what I'm saying. Like, when you compare that to that, like, you just have to be a movie buff. Not a movie buff, but a theater buff of, just like he just said, it's nostalgia. Certain movies I take my kids to go see in the movie theaters for nostalgia because that's what I like. Like Mario, we're gonna go see Mario when it comes out, or Mortal Kombat as a family, or Street Fighter. It's just something. It's just more nostalgia. I don't give a. I could clearly watch it. I literally have an 80-inch TV that I could watch all these movies at fucking home. I don't have to go to the movie theater. But it's more of the experience than it is anything else.
Whoa. These are movies that just came out, right?
Mainly the reason I go to the theater is I'm just out and about and I'm bored.
Well, no, okay. I will admit this. I will give you this. I would say ever since the pandemic, things have changed, and people don't go to the theaters anymore. But I don't think it's just one. I think it's a combination of things. I think the pandemic happened. I think that stopped people going to theaters. I also think that the movies have been consistently bad. I think you also lost a lot of audience trust. I think it's a combination of things where you just kind of had this perfect storm of, yeah, of course you're not ever going to reach the amount of money that you used to. But the thing is, and that's the thing, is it's like, why it's important, because
it depends on the movie, man.
No, I mean, even like I said, like a lot of these superhero movies we used to go out to, and these used to be kind of like, when we were younger, used to be events. But I hear a lot more people, I mean, a lot more parents. Well, not just say a lot more parents. Well, yes, they are parents. They are parents, but like they're not enjoying them. So why would they bring their kids? A lot of these movies, like when we were kids, they were in a way handed down. Well, yeah, I guess you could say handed down to us. Like Star Wars, I got introduced to that through my cousin. That's how I got into Spider-Man. Was introduced.
But you're fixing on one genre of film.
Yes, but I did mention that too. I'm talking about one genre, and I say I can't really speak on other genres. But from what I've heard.
But listen to me.
Mm-hmm.
It's 2 movies in the last 5 years that have came out that have killed. Logan killed.
Logan didn't come out in the last 5 years. Oh, my fault. It's the last 5 years. Sorry about that. I thought you said last year. Sorry about that.
Deadpool and Wolverine killed.
Yeah, that killed. Absolutely.
Okay, yeah. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Some superhero movies kill. Some don't. I'm just saying that some have a following and some don't. Star Wars, yes. After the first Star Wars, it it wasn't the same.
No, it wasn't the first time. I can tell you straight up. What killed it was The Last Jedi.
No,
Once The Last Jedi came out, killed it.
I'm not saying the first Star Wars. I'm saying out of that 3 trilogy, it did not feel the same. They did shit weird.
No, I agree. I mean, if you're talking about something, yes, everybody complained about the episode. Everybody said they screwed that up. Yes, but it still did.
What is it? I think it's like 7, 8, 9 or some shit, or however it goes.
Yeah,
it's like those are just bad because of the writing. The writing is bad. George Lucas had nothing to do with those movies.
Oh, I know. Yes, George Lucas had nothing to do with it. J.J. Abrams left during the second movie and screwed it up. They also had like a lot of agendas backing them. Yes, there was a lot of things that screwed up that entire franchise.
Yeah, so okay, but that's what I'm saying. You keep fixating on Star Wars, but just like I said, I've sat here and named like 3 superhero movies that have also been fucking terrible because of Disney's agenda. Disney's a fucked up agenda.
I agree with that.
Really fucking it's just Disney what they're trying to push, especially at that point in time.
I really do hate that most of this media that's out there.
Oh yeah, dude, I can see it in everything. I can see it in Sports Center. I can see it in every fashion of everything they own. It's fucking terrible, dude. I can't even watch Sports Center anymore because I know it's this Disney agenda, and it's fucking terrible.
That's why I stopped watching the Sports Centers and I started watching Stephen A. Smith and stuff. They don't make good takes no more. like I said, all sport talk on the media. I'd rather watch YouTubers. I really.
Oh yeah, facts, 110%. Hell, I'd rather talk with y'all. Get a lot more enjoyment.
Yeah. I said, I mean, the slop that's on the news media, on television in general, especially on my Disney, is ridiculous. Oh yeah, hey, I talk about talking about sales. Another reason why movies don't reach the high numbers like they used to is because of physical copies. Everything is streaming now, so they don't have that extra revenue of physical copies to sell. Like that, I remember like back in the days when that like he said, like when the movie came out, you're going down, you're buying the VHS or the DVD.
That is true. That is true.
And as I remember, like we were buying merchandise, but like they getting the posters to put on your wall. You're buying the action figures and so forth, so forth. It just wasn't just the movie; it was everything that was combined with that movie.
Merchandising. Yeah. Merchandising is going pretty bad all over the place. Which guy? I could have sworn. I think didn't Bondi just sell something? No, not Bondi. Oh god, what's that called? There's a company that just sold off. They just sold off a toy brand. I forgot what it was. It was a big one. Because the merchandise isn't where it used to be. I mean, hell, and that's funny because that's how a lot of shows back when we were younger used to get canceled, was because the merchandise sales did terrible. Whatchamacallit? What is it? The rumor that came out, one of the reasons why they killed, which didn't make any sense to me, the reason why they killed Teen Titans, and again, this is allegedly, I don't know if this is true, this is something I read, was because they were getting a lot more they weren't doing well in merchandise, and they were getting a lot more female support than male, which was crazy.
The original Teen Titans was a masterpiece, man.
Oh, it was, dude. All those shows. Go back, watch any show that we used to watch. Like this goes back to my argument where, like they say, millennials is the generation that's considered to have one of the best childhoods. Because again, if you go back and watch any of those shows or any of that content, it still stands up today. All of that shit still stands. Keith just said, I'm watching Batman Beyond. Go watch Justice League. Go watch original Batman. Go watch any of those shows. They still Ren and Stimpy. I mean, not the Spike version, but the original one still stands up.
Just like he said, though, it's like you gotta think about now. Actually, I don't know if it was B or you who said it. Like now, you know too much about people. It's like that's the biggest problem with so many facets of entertainment. It's like NBA. We know too much personal shit about players.
Good point.
Rappers, actors. It's like I don't want to humanize, and it might sound fucked up, but I don't want to see you like as a kid. If I had to humanize a Val Kimber like I do now, like okay, yes, he's passed, but seeing him in Top Gun Maverick just to make a cameo, it was awesome. But it's like before that, I saw his son's documentary, and now I've humanized. I watched John Candy's documentary. I watched Eddie Murphy's documentary, and you see these now. Now you've humanized these people. Now they don't have that allure. Okay, I'm an adult now. I can still appreciate a Boomerang or a Life or whatever the case may be of Beverly Hills Cop. But it's like, what about the kids? It's just like I was telling my friend, pay-per-view sales for fucking wrestling and boxing and UFC are just not the same because you humanize these people. Like we thought at one time that Mick Foley was a disgusting motherfucker either way. But it's like now we just like we don't want to humanize these people. Like, and that's what I'm saying about actors. It's like Robert Downey Jr. Yes, he didn't have that much information as a kid. Yes, we knew that he was a bad boy and he had trouble with the law. But as a kid, you didn't give a fuck about that. As soon as you saw him at the end of Hulk, you saw fucking Tony Stark from watching that old Iron Man TV show. That fucking struggling with, like, I don't give a. That was the best audition ever. But you saw him, and you believe that as soon as you watched that first Iron Man, it was fucking believable that this motherfucker is Iron Man.
Yeah.
Like to this day, I can't see Robert Downey Jr. Like he still has the haircut, he still has the facial hair, he still wears the fucking glasses. I think that it's just him. It's just like the other dude who plays Wolverine, even though that motherfucker is nothing the size of Wolverine.
Yeah, he's not really Wolverine until the last movie. But yeah, exactly.
And then to think that Russell Crowe was supposed to play Wolverine is insane. I can't even imagine Russell Crowe. Like so it's just shit like that I'm saying that yes, I do feel bad for these, and honestly, that's another thing. It's like passing the torch to like some of these torches are just ill. Like there'll never be another Black Panther, or nobody wants to play it in disrespect of Chadwick Boseman. Okay, he kind of died from cancer. It's like, yes, it sucks, but it's not like if he could have kept doing it, he would have. You can still honor a person by still taking on the role, but it's
I just want to say this. I think his brother came out and said that no, he would like somebody else to take on the role. So they got
dude, the world would.
I agree. I'm just saying, based on the argument, if everybody's worried about, doing it because of like, no, his family said go ahead and do it. So if that's your worry, that's already been resolved.
No.
I'm not saying that's your worry. I'm just saying in general, everybody out there, if that's your worry, that's already been resolved. Sorry about that.
It's just stupid shit like that that's said, but at the same time, that's where I'm saying, like, yes, that was a great Killmonger movie, but that's just me on. But at the same time, this is the problem that we have with Hollywood. Yes, and the greatest thing about this Secret Wars shit is that I just want complete or I'm sorry, with this doomsday shit, I just need complete, utter fucking dismantlement mayhem. on into Secret Wars. I just need complete battle world. Fucking everybody dies. Restart everything. Because we need new characters. We need a newer generation and to appease this old generation. Because dudes like us, I'm not saying us in general, but people our age are still holding on to, just like you said, nostalgia of these people. Do you think I want to see this old ass Magneto? Do you think I want to see this old ass fucking Patrick Stewart as fucking Professor X? I don't want to see Jean-Luc Picard as Professor X. The dude plays Cyclops. I don't want to see these things, but at the same time, I feel like the Pedro Pascal thing was like you chose such younger actors, and he's just so goddamn old as a
yeah.
Like, it makes no sense.
Yeah, that was a bad cast. I mean,
like his wife is like in real life, she's like 37 years old. Pedro Pascal's like 50. Like, what the fuck are we doing?
Yeah. To me, I am okay with it if this is going to be the end and they're going to reset it. To see him one last time, come back. Yes, I want to see this, and then we're going anew. We're starting. I mean, it doesn't have to be. It could be like a soft reboot. We're starting over to like we'll keep like saying the Tom Hollands, whatever, because they're young. But all the old guys, all the old people, everybody's been there. Yeah, y'all. Your time is over. It's time to hand the baton over to the new generation. Because I agree. Like I'm ready. I want to see a lot more younger people to start taking on these roles.
I say that about everything. I feel like after Fast 8 or Fast 7, Fast 8, when Paul Walker died, you should have just ended it there.
Thank you.
We had a good run. Like Hobbs and Shaw still could have been made, ended it there. Hobbs and Shaw's a good movie. Is what it is. But it's like you didn't need 3 after that. Like, what the fuck are we doing?
Well, but they had that plan. They had that plan. They said they wanted to get to 10.
Dude, they already got to 10. Now they're doing 11.
Oh shit! Never mind. No. What the plan originally was, from what I've heard, again allegedly, was they were going to do 10. Then 11, they were supposed to hand it off to a new generation. So it's supposed to be everybody's here are supposed to be gone, and a new generation is supposed to take over. That's how it was, and I heard this years ago.
They might as well join Transformers.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, and then they keep fucking that franchise up. They fucked up Transformers. It's like, how do y'all get these wrong? Like, our technology is too damn good to fuck up Beast Wars. It's like you fucked up Beast Wars.
How
did you do that?
They did.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite series of all time.
Yeah, they fucking they did.
That I grew up on, that I fucking loved, and you destroyed it.
Yeah, they did.
Now, like I said, like I tell people, I'm not being hypocritical when I say this. It's just like, yes, they're getting a Supergirl movie, and with fucking Lobo. But at the same time, we've watched Jason Momoa play Aquaman for the last, yet again, 10 years. And it's like, I'm not saying that, yes, he was born to play Lobo, but are we going to care? Are we going to care at this point? And it's like,
it depends how good that movie does.
No. Okay, but I get what you're saying, but it's like, at this point, I don't care. Like, yes, I'll watch it, but I don't care. I don't care as if it was happening 10 years ago. It's just like this Green Lantern TV show. It's like, I'm starting to just not fucking care. I would love to see a Jon Stewart TV show.
Yeah, but from what I've heard, let me let you. Sorry.
Oh, no. No, like I said, I don't care how it's gonna be, but yes, I don't like how it's gonna be. It's like, oh, it's gonna be a buddy cop. They're gonna interrogate, and they're barely gonna use powers. It's like, what the fuck are we doing here? Yeah. Like the Green Lantern. It's like if Ryan Reynolds can shoot a fucking Green Lantern movie with an iPhone 4, you motherfuckers can make an like what the fuck are we doing? Like, there's no way that that fucking film was shot with an actual camera.
And it pisses me off because you're gonna basically make Jon Stewart the younger. It's like that's not Jon. Jon Stewart is like your uncle, who like a war veteran uncle.
Yeah,
that's always was.
Yeah,
Jon Stewart was seasoned.
Yeah,
exactly.
Like I don't want to see him get the ring. No. We don't need to see none of that. We just need to see a seasoned veteran Jon Stewart ready to go to the Justice League. I want to see maybe like a year before he goes to the Justice League. Jon Stewart had grays, bro. Like, you know, he had to read Richard Gray's size.
No, he didn't have grays, but he was older. He was older, but he didn't have grays yet.
I just like it's but the timeline, and yes, Hollywood, like I said, I don't know who said it, they can't stay out of the public eye. Anything they do is being under a microscope, and we didn't have that back then. It's like, yes, you have every YouTuber getting the scoop. You don't even need to watch the news or TMZ. Like, yes, I remember a point in time, the only way you can hear about a celebrity's dirt is you had to read the Inquirer or you needed to see it at the 10 o'clock news. And
all those tabloid magazines.
Yeah, but a lot of it's also due to the fucking
stay up that late to even watch the fucking
news.
So.
Yeah, but a lot of it's also due to the politics that's going on in Hollywood too. So like from some of the videos I saw, a lot of those people were like trying to reach out because it's like, man, they ain't listening, so we got to get out somehow. Like,
I mean, like I said, I've just learned that certain people, I'm not going to say they don't care. They just, I don't know, you know? And it's like, I really don't want to bring this topic up because I've talked so much about it, but it's just like this Michael Jordan shit. It's like, there's no way in hell I am considered the GOAT and I'm not going on TV and being like, hey, I'm an old ass man. I do weird shit, you know, because I done watched that video so many times in arguments with people saying Michael Jordan's their GOAT. Your GOAT's a fucking pervert. I don't give a fuck what you tell me. That was weird. There was no ice there. I don't care what his dad said. I don't give a fuck if y'all just won a goddamn World Cup. I don't give a fuck. That was weird. That's fucking weird. And I don't give a fuck. But it's like he still ain't addressed it.
Right.
It's crazy to me. Do you just not care? Do you just not care? It's just crazy. Like, but just anybody who gets accused of something, it's just funny how they don't say anything. Like, there's no way I just wouldn't say anything. I wouldn't try to, like, address some shit or just apologize for what people saw.
Well, because sometimes saying something can make it worse.
But see, I don't always agree with that.
I said sometimes.
Like, nigga, you on national TV squeezing the little white boy's butt and then rubbing his leg. Like, I don't like I said, getting ice out his pants. That's not how you get ice out somebody's pants.
It's like a saying I learned. I told Jesus, and that by his silence he condoned it.
Yeah,
it's not. That's not always true though, because it's all about perception. It's all about perception.
Nigga, what did you see?
No. I'm just saying what he's saying about what you're saying you condone. It's like, no, that's not always true. Sometimes it's about perception. I mean, hell, look at the Jonathan Major when we talked about it. I said it before back then when he went through his situation. When I saw it, didn't look like they were just they just were like, you know, don't get me wrong, there's more information that came out of it, fair enough. But at that time, I'm just like, it looked like two couples that were just going through it. It happens. Not saying what was right, but you know, it whatever. But then once he did that interview, I'm like, this dude sounds guilty as hell. Mm-hmm. Like, that dude should have shut the fuck up. He should have never spoke. Because man, once he talked, I'm like, this dude sounds like he did something wrong. Worst interview I ever heard.
I still feel like that situation, like, he'll never go back to, like, The Harder They Fall, Jonathan Majors. Like, he'll never go back. Like, he literally had to do a movie where he got raped just to get back in Hollywood. And that's magazine dream. Like, you literally had, not only did you have to get raped, and you had to play a fucking retard, basically. It's like that was your initiation back into fucking Hollywood. And fucking 85% of the world hasn't even seen that movie or fucking heard of it at all.
Yep, I definitely have.
So, and it's like he ain't done shit since. So that's the shit I'm saying. Like, you know, I'm not even gonna say Hollywood is the problem. It's just the consumer. It's just, I mean, it's just all of us.
Hold on, wait a minute. What do you mean the consumer? I can't say that.
Like I said, it's not just you. It's not just
no.
you.
I'm not saying it's just me. I'm saying when we're talking about entertainment, your job is to entertain the masses. Yeah, yes, the consumer does matter.
You have to entertain the consumer. That
yes,
whoever you're catering to at that point in time, that's who you have to. It's just like hip hop. Hip hop in the 80s was catered to the consumer.
Yes.
Hip hop in the 90s was catered to the consumer. Just like hip hop now is catered to the consumer. It's not catered to you. It's not catered to me. It's not catered to B or Jane. It's catered to people like my son and his fucking weird old friends. That's
yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, movies are catered to the consumer. We're not the consumers anymore. Or let me rephrase it. I'm sorry. We're not a majority of the consumers, because just like I said earlier, I
don't think that's actually true. Because
when is the last time you went to go see a movie at the movie theaters?
No, what I'm saying is, oh my god, I gotta look this up. So I may get this a little bit wrong, but I think last I looked it up, right now we are the biggest spenders into these fields and into these things. Like, our generation spends the most money into these stuff. Gen Z, from my understanding, ain't going out to movies and stuff like that like they used to. Our generation is actually they're trying to get that to get that younger generation, but they're having a hard time with it. We're still the bigger consumer because we still spend the most on these things.
Okay, but that's because they have streaming services. I know more people that watch it on their phone, dude. I got people that are my age that don't even have TVs. They will sit there and watch movies on their phone, other than watching TV, which is fucking wild. It's like
I can watch YouTube videos, but movie, nah.
Dude, seriously, I literally have to be like sitting down, eating something, watch actual TV.
Well, let me ask you: how many kids do you know that just go to the movies all the time, or at least even like we used to?
Oh, dude, I know a lot of kids, like my nephew and his friends, a lot of my coworkers and kids and their friends, like they go all the time.
Okay,
because I have to hear about it. But it's certain movies. It's not every movie that comes out.
Yeah, now, of course.
It literally has to be a certain film.
Yeah.
Like yes, even when I go to the movies, it's a bunch of adults and maybe a couple of teenagers. But just like B said, you can stream these shits in like 2 months.
Yeah, but that's kind of the point I'm making. Most people are going to streaming. Like I said, this is about my perspective. This is what I read and wrote research. Is that overall, it still seems like the people go out and even spend mostly on merchandise and stuff. It tends to be millennials start spending the majority of the money. Not really.
Okay, merchandise I will give you, because I still buy pops, I still buy toys. I got crates of pops, I got crates of toys. Yes, and I got co-workers that buy crates of toys. I buy exclusive pops. I got, I think, 178 pops worth like $1,000, bro. So trust me.
Yeah,
I am the nostalgia like a motherfucker. I got figurines out the ass of basketball players, all kind of shit. So yeah, that's nostalgia to me out the ass. I got Batmobiles. I got every fucking Back to the Future car that came out.
Nice.
So yeah, I will 110% agree with you on the merchandise factor. Yeah, I know more adults that are collectors of it than anything. It's like I said, I just bought the Xbox, and I bought like 30 games, and I got like another 10 coming. Like I literally have a PS5 and an Xbox 360 Series X here. Yet I'm playing the original Xbox.
Okay. So I just want to say this
right down here, but yet I'm playing the original Xbox.
Okay, so I want to say this because, like I said, I'm corrected. I'm reading this right now, and you're right. It does depend on the movie. You're all right, but basically they're saying the top demographic going to movies regularly is Gen Z at 90%. We're second in at 80%, but they're saying Gen Alpha is showing a strong preference for big screen experience compared to other groups. They're just not old enough.
Okay, so explain to me what the fuck is Gen Alpha again? Because I don't really know. I don't really know the age brackets. I always hear them, but I don't really keep track of
that. Under 13, so 12 and younger.
Okay.
So yeah, and so they're showing a very strong preference for a theatrical big screen experience. They're just not old enough to do it themselves yet. So basically, and actually I did hear that. I did hear that Gen Alpha, because they're, like I said, their nostalgia is like kind of like going to the movies and stuff like what we used to. They're more preferring that. Mm-hmm. But yeah, we won't really see that data until they get older. But yeah, it is showing that Gen Z, at least in 2025, as of 2025, they're the biggest movie goers. Then millennials are second. So. But yeah, right. But you're right. Like with merchandise and all that stuff, we're I know that for a fact that we're the biggest. We are the biggest ones that will like buy like figures and all that stuff. That's our generation. It's the ones that spend the money on that the most. I know that for a fact.
I feel like at the end of the day, it's like Hollywood has just run out of shit to do, and they're just grasping at straws.
Well, because they don't have creatives. Hollywood don't have creatives.
Yeah,
like they can't come up with shit. Like you said, come up with something new and original. There's nobody. They can't do that anymore.
Like I said, I would love to see a Dumb Dugan movie. We should throw it out there.
Oh man, okay, guys, I got some bad news. I gotta take my family to the store.
All right, B.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Left anyway, so.
Yeah, but y'all have a good time, and I'll talk to y'all another time.
All right, man. So I decided to add this section here for two reasons. One is because I just ran out of time when editing this episode, so I should say this chapter. And the second reason is what we basically talked about for the rest of the recording. A lot of those statements and views have actually changed with new information that came out. So I just thought it was better, mainly for timing reasons and for the changes, to just cut that out. But what I will do is I will leave the last question that was asked in this episode, because we're probably going to bring it up in a future episode, because that topic absolutely needs to be expanded upon. So instead, what I'm deciding to do is I want to expand upon the statement that I said of there's no more creatives in Hollywood, because there's a couple of things I want to add to that. And so I'm just going to let you know what I mean by that until we get to the end of this podcast. Or I should say this chapter. So what I mean when I say there's no creatives, I don't mean that there's no creatives in the entertainment field. It's just that I believe that most of entertainment is not led by creatives. I don't believe that they're in a position of leadership or power where they're making the decision on a lot of these creative entities. I think it's coming from three places. First, going back to what Keith was saying, and I do agree, I think it's being led by people who have their own agendas. So they're inputting what they want in there or what they want it to be. I think it's disrupting the creativity. Secondly, I think the suits are coming down and interjecting in the creative process. And because of that, I feel like they're starting to mess things up because they think they know better than the people who actually know what they're doing, or they had to add their own input into things. Now, that doesn't mean it doesn't always work, but I do believe that that is actually ruining things. And the last thing is not really a group, but I think is the fear of trying new things, because when you don't have an established fan base, you got to build it. And to do that, that takes a lot of time and a lot of money. And when you have really big budgets and it doesn't take off, you could lose a lot of money if these new ideas fail. So basically, I'm saying that the last pillar is that they're just afraid to take risk because they're afraid of failure. So it's better just go with the established fan base than putting the time and resources in creating a new one. So I think these are the three pillars that's screwing up creativity. And because of these things, I think the other thing that you have lost is originality and individuality. I think these are two important things, particularly individuality, because I think through individuality is where you get the depth of a movie to bring out some very, very interesting and unique ways that you can tell stories. And so when you lost these things, you kind of run into issues. Also, quick correction. I know I said death of a movie. I meant death of a story. My bad. But I guess another thing I will also add on is knowing who your audience is. That's the other thing. I think that's the other thing that's happening, is that you're not really catering to your audience. And because of that, you're doing things that probably won't work with certain genres. So if you're not going to basically care to your audience and you've been doing this for a certain amount of time, then you start losing the trust of your audience. And now I think you're left with, or I should say, you divided your audience in three factions. One, the audience actually like what you do. They generally like it. The second is the people that support the project for other means and reasons besides the creative work itself. And the last one is the audience that you lost that supported your work, that now every time something is produced, they're questioning it instead of just simply enjoying it. Now, these things have always been around, but if you go back in the day, it was a lot healthier then than what it is today. Now, there's still more I want to say on this, but I'm going to go ahead and end this here because we're pretty much at the end. And I wanted to go ahead and end this episode with the last topic that was asked, because we're probably going to go more into this in a future episode. So let's get back to it.
Why does war and murder and death irritate you so much if it doesn't affect your day to day?
Well, because I didn't get this is a longer conversation, but I'll just give you the short version now. And if you want to on the next podcast, we come back to it. I'll make it more expansive. But the short answer is that basically I have empathy, and like I'm not really cool with just anybody just dying. And yeah, it does bother me when just random people just have to die that have nothing to do with it. That I would say that I would say that's the basic answer. Even if that doesn't affect my day to day, I'm not happy with hearing people dying. Like, it's not something I want to celebrate. I mean, I know you're not saying to celebrate it. That I don't think that's a point that you ever made.
But you care. I'm just like, why do you care if you don't know these people? If somebody dies in Greenland, who cares? I'm not looking up people who are dying. Like, I don't know. I just think it's affecting you because you're looking it up. It's like, what does it matter if people are dying in Iraq? It's like, do you know anybody in Iraq that's died?
True. I'll give you that.
So I'm not going to have sympathy for people I don't know. Like, that's just dumb. That's well, to me, it's dumb. Like, it's just a waste of time. It's like, if that's the case, I literally have to have sympathy for every single person that I don't know. Like, but at the same time, people hardly have sympathy for people in America dying versus
True. Honestly, I agree with that. I honestly feel that at least from some of the people that I heard, you're right. Maybe I'm looking it up. That I feel like more people have more empathy to people outside of America than in America.
Exactly.
Yeah, I agree with that 110%. I do, which is kind of fucked up. And it's actually one of my arguments, but for a different kind of argument than this conversation. I definitely maybe want to expand on this on the next episode because I do got to go soon.
Yeah.
But we could definitely expand on this because I wouldn't mind talking more about this. But I'll probably hold that off on the next podcast because I know you got to go, Keith. I got to get ready to go. So.
All right.
So, yes. So we'll just end it here. This is a pretty good. This is a pretty cool little podcast. I enjoyed it. This was fun. So with that being said, on your way out, make sure to hit that subscribe and follow depending on your platform. Make sure to check out the Clips channel, Fit the Description Podcast over there on YouTube. Also, make sure to check out all the audio platforms. All the link will be in the description below. We also have an Instagram. I know I got to work on it. Opinion_Pizza_network. It will be there. I don't know if I thanked everybody, but let me do it now, just in case I forgot. I want to thank Keith. I want to thank B for being on this episode. I definitely appreciate it. Thanks for coming on. Definitely had a fun conversation. Definitely enjoyed this one. And with that being said, we'll see you on the next podcast. Y'all have a good one.